And as usual, my camera does not work. Oh my god. Let's double check. Deactivate, activate. Does that work? No, of course not. Actually seen commercial on my own freaking channel. I thought I disabled it. Anyways, give me a few seconds. Camera cable thing. One. I'm not sure why my camera's not working. Come on, camera guy. I recently did all my USB cable stuff, so not the one. I'm just gonna camera. Hey Drake. Brekheid. I'm trying to get my camera to work because we're there we go. Yes, I'm bald. Right, and now I need to spam it on Twitter. Hey, Islington Bell. For the ones on Twitch, sometimes I'm also streaming to YouTube, so sometimes I'm talking to YouTube, and sometimes I'm talking to people on Twitch. And just to be sure that before people come, make this, make that, I'm gonna make something for a client. So let's see. VFX working in Exile. Exiles of MMR. Give me about a minute to get everything going, and then almost done. Okay, post it there, and I also need to there. All right, so hey Hacklot, it's been a while since I've seen you. How are you, man? Okay, let me get my microphone close to my mouth. You might want to turn down your volume a little bit. I'm also going to lower my music a little bit. Also, this thing is a little bit in the way of my monitor, so let's see. You're doing good? Great. What have you been up to, man? I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit. That might make a lot of annoying noises, but come on, a bit lower. There you go. Can people still hear me properly? I think you can. Closing some stuff there. Waiting for Godot. I'm gonna move the chat over there. I got a few things open. At the moment, I got the Paragon game open. At least it's called Paragon's RPG in the editor. Got Photoshop open for very crappy sketches. I mean, very, very crappy, but hey, this is all I need, I think, at the moment. And I already got the basic mesh thing going. Basically, it's called Unstable Magic, the effect I'm gonna work on, and the name kind of tells you it's unstable. They showed me a few examples of the kind of idea that they have in mind, and I can actually show you. This is from another game, and it's basically something like this. And I need to create something like it, but not exactly like this, of course. I want to keep add mount twist to it. Is this Unity? No, it's Unreal Engine 4. Code of 3 looks really rad. Okay, so let's get going. Basically, this is going to be some expanding ring, a very thin line on it. And since I already got the mesh made from cylinder, I need to make a texture for it. And it can be quite simple in this case. So I'm going to grab a new file. It doesn't need to be big. It can actually be very small. Keep in mind that Exiles of Ember Mark is a mobile game, so you want to keep the textures low resolution if possible. So I'm going to keep the width about, let's do 512 for now. Let's rescale later. And the height can be as much as 64, I think. Yeah, that's about right, I think. Invert the colors. Let's see, I need a very simple line, that's all. Now, I can draw one myself, but I always like to use custom shapes if possible, because that will save me some time. Let's see if I can get a simple line somewhere. I want a crisp, clean line. I could use an arrow cut off the front, but I don't think there's anything here that I can really use. I might be able to use one of these. Yeah, let's use that one. There we go. Let's enable grid so everything's the same size. That's okay if it's a little bit off, but make it thinner and change some things here. Just moving things about, see if I can get a shape that's nice. That kind of looks okay. Move this a little bit over there. That could work. Make it longer again. Now I don't really like that spike at the beginning. So let's just add a simple sphere there. About there. Create a new layer. I'm using Raspberry Pi and a bunch of other stuff. I debated getting chip pocket computer. I would use Unreal Engine 4, but it won't run on Raspberry Pi. No, I don't think you can run it on there. Maybe in very ultra low settings. Okay, let's fill this up with white and move it about a bit. A little bit wider. Let's turn off the grid for a second. It doesn't snap. Okay, that could work. I should have just drawn from the get-go instead of this weird effect, but okay. Sure that the shape is actually normal texture. Clear it off. Merge the two, make it a bit longer again. And I like to see what it looks like if I apply some weird Photoshop filters to it, just to get a little bit more oomph. Let's see if there's anything interesting there. I kind of like the weird spare effects. I tend to use them a lot lately, but horizontal, that could work as well. Diffuse glow, that I kind of like as well. So it's just me looking for something interesting. Burn edges, textures, nah, nothing really interesting besides the spatter or the sprayed strokes. Needs to be very subtle. I'm gonna blur it anyway, but okay. I'm gonna duplicate the layer. Let's see what the noise does. Median. That's not what I like. Let's just add a blur. Generic Gaussian blur could work. Okay. Keep in mind that this effect is very small, so losing quite a bit of the detail is fine. Yeah, just use it like this. I think that's okay. I'm gonna blur it one more time. And then you get something like this. Maybe I want to go for a little bit cleaner later, but let's see. Let's save this. Pro work, mobile, textures. It's called texture underscore unstable magic. Wait, VFX unstable magic. Then line. Okay, save it. And see what it looks like on the mesh. I get a new one of this. Get the right texture. Details on date. So I'm in the brown folder. There we go. And there. Let's apply it to the mesh. There we go. Now, this is a bit long. And I think I only need about half. I could use make the texture a bit less width and have more black, but that kind of wastes texture space. So I'm probably going to do that in UE4. But I can already add some mapping to it. So you will see some repeating stuff happening here, but in UE4 that won't be a problem. There we go. And let's make it a bit longer. Do about there. Now you can see some repeating stuff, as I said. Don't worry. Hey Bartosz, how are you? Bartosz is the sound man. He knows his bleep when it comes to sound. Okay, so that's one thing. Just to show you what's going on in UE4. Let's just go there real quick. Static mesh, VFX, unstable magic, ring 01. Ring line, that might be a bit clearer name. And let me get my export script. It's selected. Okay. I'm going to go to Paragon and here's the content browser. And I don't need all these things. I just need the effects folder. There we go. Static meshes, where are you? There. There's a nice blue folder in here. Let's import that static mesh that I just made. There, ring line, and import it. Everything fine here? Yes, import all. Now I need to make sure that there's no shadows and no collision. Anything else I need to do? The slope thing. No collision. And slope behavior. Yeah, that's all fine. Blah. Nothing that will really cause any performance issues. That's one. Now let's get the texture as well. Textures, you could call it gradient. I might just call it sprite. That might work. Go to textures. And there we have it. Since it's only one channel, I can set it to alpha. It's an effect. And we don't really need map maps in this case, so there we go. And I also need to make sure, by the way, that it's all set to clamped. Clamp here, clamp there, clamp everywhere. All right. Let's see. Let's get a material going. Do I need anything special here? Nah. New material. It's a material for VFX, and it's for the unstable magic. Line 01. If you have any questions, just ask. If I have time to answer them, I will. Do something off screen for a second. There we go. And let's grab that texture we just imported. It's in sprites. There we go. And there. And let's preview it on the mesh. Rune circle bars. There we are. Now to see this properly, plug it into emissive color. As you can see, that weird effect that you can actually see in max, that additional part of the texture is gone due to it being clamped in Unreal Engine 4. Now whenever I rotate it, it will look nice. We can add some additional magic to it, but I'll do that later. Since it's a very clean, fast shape, I don't want to go overboard and add a lot of effects to it that you barely can see. Normally, if it's for a high-end PC game, I might do that, but why would you on a small mobile thing that's only seen for half a second? Less than half a second even. So let's say set everything to the right thing. It's going to be masked. It's going to be unlit. Not sure if I need two-sided. Let's just do it for now. I can always disable it later. You don't need to change space normal maps. You can use customized UV, but I'll explain that later. You don't need roughness. And all the way down, we don't need any light map directionality. There. I'm going to plug this into the opacity mask and to show you what you can do. Apply a random color. There. Now it's a very over the top pinkish effect. Obviously you want it to be a bit more emissive and maybe a little bit more white in the center. So if you multiply that, I'm going to change this later, but I'm just going to show you real quick. To explain to the people who are actually know Unreal Engine 4 and the people who are watching that are actually on the X-House community, I just suddenly lost my train of thought. Never mind then, I guess. But now I have a nice glowing effect. Yeah, I'm gonna replace that layer by a particle color, and let's do something fun. Texture coordinate and multiply by a factor 2. Let's see, and a scalar called width. I need to append those. Can I increase the glow of emissive texture without whitening the middle? You can in the old tone mapper. The new one basically does it for you. I'm not going to go over the old tone mapper. There's a lot of documentation on the Unreal Engine forums about it. You can tweak it a little bit. You can use an additional mask or use some desaturation, but I personally really like this. Hello, 3D Nipuna. Anyways, back to this. Okay. X is horizontal, Y is vertical. And there, multiply that by the texture UV coordinate. Plug it into customized UV1. Now to show you what I'm doing here, let's add a debug time sign. And plug it into here. You can see it's moving the texture about. That's basically what I want. So I want it to be a bit more random, but for now I'm just going to use a scalar. See what it does. not sure if I'm gonna keep at that, but let me think. What's it called? I think if you search on the Range forums about 4.16 or 4.14 and Tone Mapper, you will get quite a lot of threads about it. There's actually a lot of people who complain about the new coloring system because it basically washed out their whole scenes. I'm gonna get a breath mint. Not that my breath is that horrible, but I'm really addicted to them. Yeah, this is basically all I kind of need for this effect. Well, I'm going to change the color and some other things real quick, but okay, so if I add width 2, you get a very thin one. If I add width 3, you get an even smaller one. So I kind of want to lerp between those values. I'm going to add a dynamic parameter and call this width. And in the particle editor, I can talk to this and change that value over time. So I'm gonna remove that until here. Kill that one and clean it up a little bit. It's a small texture, so it's quite clear what's going on, but I like it to be sort of clean. There. The texture is clear. Let's make sure that it's actually a clamped one. So shared clamp and change the color to a particle color so I can change it inside Cascade. Don't need a multiply actually. I can do all that in the particle editor. I am gonna multiply the alpha, however. There. Go away. There. Good enough. I'm gonna save that. Okay, and on to the next part. There are these spikes here, as you can see. And I kind of want to do something like that as well. There are multiple ways to do something like that. Let's make a very quick texture first so I can actually apply that on the mesh for a clear indication on what to do. This can also be quite a small texture, but I like to start a little bit bigger in this case. Let's see. OC4? Did I miss something? Oculus Connect 4. Meh. I'm not really interested in that whole VR thing at the moment. Mainly because, well, I'm gonna wait it out, you know? I think a few generations from now, the VR will be much better. And currently, I really feel that VR is in it. What's it called? Child shoes? It's very basic. It's, I don't know, you know? There's still a lot of limitations, the whole walking thing and whatever. Yeah, infancy, that's the word I was looking for. So, this is going to be that spike, but I also want to fade it out from bottom to top. For that, I can use a grayscale texture. Now, I already have a few in the editor, but it's easier, cheaper to save them in different channels. So, I'm probably going to do that. So, let's create a new layer and create a quick gradient. Yeah, AR, that's something I'm very interested in, as more interested in than regular VR. Though, again, it's very in its infancy. It looks promising, definitely. I can't wait to sit in a car with AR goggles on and actually walk past the car running, you know. When I was a kid and I was in a car, I always imagined running next to the car and jumping on the cars or over the trees and whatever. That would be really cool in AR. I'm gonna delete that layer and paste it into the green one there. Is there anything else I need? Well, this is the mask. I kind of want to do something additional to it, so you're gonna copy it for a second. Oh, and paste it in a new layer. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? I think just duplicating it and making it a little bit smaller. And let's add a blur to it. I might need to invert it actually. Not sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to go for. This will give it some nice additional depth. It will look better. I think something like this might actually work. There. Combine the layers, cut it out, and paste it in the blue channel there. T, VFX, unstable magic, spike 1. AR makes me moist. Not sure that that's really good because we're actually handling stuff with electricity. You don't want to be too moist or you get shocked. So let's get a simple plane for now. Start out with. And get that texture we just made. Okay. Length of 120 should be fine, and a width of 80. 90. 90 looks fine. Don't really need that much segments, so let's move to the center. And we could cut out the sides to save some performance or overdraw and whatever. Oh, we can actually do that in here. Other way around. Got that one, and that one. There. Just call it spike for now. And get the pivot to the bottom. There. I need more space on my desk. Okay. Now I want a few of those spikes spawn each time, so I'm gonna just make it one. Well, it's a bit longer, other one a bit more thicker, etc., etc. First, let's just place a few of them. 3 at a time. That sounds nice. So let's do 120-ish, and get 2. Let's make this one a bit longer. And there. Some random variation. You can actually even grab just one of the vertices and drag them about if you want to, just to get some bit more randomish effect. So the alignment of that is actually quite nice. I might actually go for that as well for this one. Oh. Magic of textures. Actually, not like that. And now offset them a little bit in the rotation so that they aren't all on the same angle. One a bit more to the back, one a bit more to the front. Maybe just rotate it a little bit off. Hey Jenny. Thank you for the follow. I have my sound very low, so I barely can hear if somebody's following me. Apologies if I don't. Thank you for the follow. Maybe I can just open my phone and follow that, because I get an email every time somebody follows me. Or not getting any emails at all at the moment. There we go. Jenny Nexus is following you on Twitch. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, now this is set. What else do we need? Let's maybe add one to the front and to the back as well, so that there's a bit more variation going. It's only a few polygons, so that should be fine. Let's move that to there. Likewise, Jen. Or Jenny. Okay, this doesn't look like much at the moment, but once it's in a range of 4, it might look a lot better. At least I'm talking with some experience. Sometimes I mess up and I'm like, this is not what I expected. And then I just have to guess if it's actually better or worse. Okay. Let's make sure that all the swimming groups are there. Yada yada yada. VFX, unstable magic, spike. And let's export it. Okay, this will require a little bit more work in a range of 4, but I'm sure we'll get there. Let's import the mesh. Actually, let's import the texture first because I'm already there. It's also going to be merged noise. No, nothing. Noise. I don't have a merged sprites, but it is kind of sprite. Hell, let's just do color. Import. Because it's somewhat a color. Compression is fine. Texture group is effects. I still don't think we really need maps for this, but let's keep it on for now. Hey Santos, yeah, let's just keep it at a lot of personal troubles and to make sure that everything was solved. Oh, apologies. When I talk a lot, I get yawny. Let's import the static mesh now. Disable the collisions and shadow casting, and no collision. There. We need to make a new material for it. Material VFX stable magic spike 01. There we go. Let's grab the preview mesh if I can still find it. There we go. And grab that texture. This is going to be the mask, so it would be nice if you create a new material, it already has some options that you can set, like a few options from presets or whatever. That would save some time. I should make a base texture and copy and paste them around. We don't really need to customize UVs, I think, but just there to add one. Let's just add a random color for now. Two-sided. There. I can live with that. Now, I like to initially test with a random color so I can actually see what's going on. I'm going to multiply that with that blue channel we made. And this will give a little bit more detail to the entire texture. There. That might be a bit too much, but I can always change that in the texture later. I probably will. Now I need the same texture sample and only use the green channel, which we're going to preview real quick. And you should be seeing a grayscale. Yeah. Now we need to add some magic to it with an actual add, an and. Let's add a time sign for now. Luos, which needs to lerp between -1 and 1 for testing purposes. And the gradient is vertical, which means it's going to be in the B. A is horizontal, B is vertical. That's the way you kind of can see it. There we go. And now it should move up and down. Yeah, I want the grayscale to be inverted. I could have just pressed Ctrl I probably. Let's try that. That's better. And this one though, I need to make sure that's a little bit more bright. So let's see. Contrast. There, that might be better. And save it all again. Re-import. And that's better. That's the kind of effect that I want. Now this will be changed to parameter, but for now this is fine. I'm gonna multiply that with the masking channel. And let's stop the preview. And that kind of looks okay already. Now it's gonna look better when there's some additional emissiveness going on, so let's say 10 for now as an example, and make sure that this is unlit. But again, I'm gonna change that to a particle color because I want to change it as a particle. And while I might not need it, I'm gonna multiply the alpha. I think this is about all I need in this case, besides the time sign, which I'm going to change in a second. And this is basically just going to be a fade out. All right. Now, before I continue, I kind of need to take the little boy's room. I'm gonna turn off my microphone for a second and my camera and be back in about 2-3 minutes. camera and the microphone. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I washed my hands. Let's set this to 0 so I can actually see the thing in. Keep in mind that if you have questions, do ask. Cleaning up a little bit, and I don't need the multiply because I can do it in particle editor. There. Okay, I don't need customize UV. I'm going to turn it off and save. Now I still need something for the clouds, but I'll think about that while I'll make the emitter setup first. The content browser, particle systems. I have to save them all on mobile for some reason. Particle system PRR. Unstable magic. 2 for now, because I already made one. But that's going to be used for something else. This was the old one. We're going to reuse that for something else. Would have been more fun to show on stream, but I didn't have time. Okay. Need to set up a few things. It's going to be local space. We're going to kill on completion. It's going to be 1 loop. Limit duration, 2 for now. Anything else? No. We don't need to spawn anything besides a burst of 1. Lifetime is probably going to be 1 second or so. Initial size, let's keep it at 1 for now. No velocity. And the color of light I can change later. Since we made a static mesh, we need the mesh data. For that, we need to go content browser. Let's start with the spike first. And override the material because we made one. And grab that material that we made for it. There. Wait a few seconds for it to load. Come on, you can do it. Where you're not showing. Oh, that's probably because of the dynamic parameter. Dynamic. Refresh it. And just set the parameter value to 0 for now. Okay. Actually have desktop audio on. That's not a thing. There we go. Okay, there's not much to show for now, but slowly we'll get there. I don't really need alpha for now. I'm just going to set it to 1. Sure that everything's nice and crisp. And you only need 1 color-ish, I think. Not sure which color we're going to go for. I tend to pick one that's already in here. So what was the unstable magic color? Let's grab that real quick. Particle systems. And let's keep it in that color-ish trend. I'm going to grab it here. Add in the color picker. And now we can use it here. There. And let's give it a nice bright color. I want to go a little bit higher later, but no, that's fine. For the dynamic, I want to fade that effect out. And now you get all the boring value stuff. At the end of life, there. Now you get something like this. So the live feels much too long in this case, so I'm gonna have it, see if that's better. Might be still too long, but we can always change it a little bit. Let's add some rotation to it. Initial mesh rotation. So that every time you spawn it, it's a bit different. Now, as you can see, there is some weird overlapping here from the edges, and we can change that in the dynamic by not having it start at 0, but 0.1 probably. Maybe 0.2. And there. Now, it's a little bit better. And let's change the initial size, so that's a little bit more variation. So normally it's 1, but it can also be 1.2. That way there's some bit more variation in sizes. And let's add some size over live. So I want to start at real small, then grow real big, and a bit smaller again before it fades out. That's probably the way to go with it. Not sure if it's going to work, but we'll see. And at the end of the lifetime, it should just be 1. And that's already a lot more aggressive. Now let's spawn at least 3, maybe 2. That might be better. There. Okay, that's the start. I'm gonna tweak the lifetime a bit. In 0.3 and 0.5 maybe. That way there's a bit more variation there as well. Okay. And let's call this spikes. Now we also have that ring we had, so I'm gonna just duplicate it, call it ring. And grab the right mesh for that. That's gravity prison ring. Unstable magic, where are you? There you are. And grab the right material for it as well. Place that in the required node. That lifetime should be a lot shorter. 0.15 and 0.3 maybe. Initial size should be a lot bigger though. Make it a bit thin. Okay, so there's one thing that I need to change, because I kind of wanted the ring to fade out just like the spikes do. So I'm gonna apply that to the material. Save real quick. Get that line going. And since that other texture with the gradient is already loaded, I might go for that one. So now let's go for a cheaper texture. Give me a few seconds to find it in my folder. In the end, that doesn't seem to matter that much, so never mind. Let's just grab that one and just rotate it. Doesn't need to be horizontal instead of vertical. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. And there. And multiply that with the green channel. And let's test it real quick. Need to set up that whole UV thing again. I really need to make something that I can just pull down every time. -1 to 1. I should make a material function out of this sometime. I think I did it one time, but I probably forgot. There. Gonna be horizontal. There. Hey Clark Rose, how are you? Clark Rose is a fellow VFX artist who does really good stuff. I generally believe that he is much better at VFX than me. He has a better knack for timing. Definitely. Okay. That's better. Let's get the dynamic parameter and call it fade out. And plug that into here. There. Let's set the value to 0 for now. So we can actually see it. As you can see, the rings are now gone until I get those from the dynamic. I'm not gonna play around with the width yet, but I do need to fade out. Let's disable those and just get a constant of 1. And get the fade out. This needs to be a constant curve. There. Boom, boom. If I slow it down, you can actually see what's going on. Just make it a little bit faster. Now let's add the width to it between 1 and 2. That way each one should be different. I need to make sure that it's only on spawn time. Now there's a bit more variation. I need to spawn a few, let's say between 5 and 3, so each time it's different. And I kind of want to expand them slower, so about something like that. Scale the linearity by curve auto. Okay, Drake, guys, take care, man. The poop rocket. Oh my god, that's old. I haven't worked on the poop thing for a long time. The team is still working on that game actually, and they hired Particle from the real-time VFX forums. He's such a good guy. So I'm sure that he's gonna do a good job making the poop even more poopy. Okay, let's add some additional rotation over live. Actually, just rotation rate, that should be fine. The thing is that you can't really set the rotation depending on the angle. That's kind of lame. Maybe if I turn it around? No. Let's see what's the best way to do that. That's kind of bad though. Let me think it real quick. I think I want to fade them out slowly, the edges. So for that, I kind of need to go back and set it to translucent. Which is a bit more heavy, but the difference is I have some more control over the opacities. I need to change the size by life because that's still a mess. I wanted to grow slowly and then fade out. I think that might just be enough. And instead of just spawning all at once, let's do it over time. And for that we need to set the image duration to about 1, I think. You should be looping. Why are you constantly emitting? Oh wait, I'm still on. There we go. Normal speed. I totally forgot I was on slow motion. I'm tweaking, see what that does. And scale everything be fine. So I want to change the color over life to a constant curve as well. 0.5 is to still be fully visible, and at the end fade out, curve auto. Let's increase the lifetime a little bit. No, still not really happy with it. So there's still something that needs to be in the middle as well. I don't think it looks too bad. Might need a few more spawn. It's at 30. Just need a few more. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, let's add some sparks to it. I wonder if I still have a generic dot going on. Basic. No. Dot? Okay. Very tiny dotsies. So size between 2 and 5 maybe. I need to be a bit bigger eventually, but PSA velocity. Do we want the velocity going on? Well, we can probably use it. Let's add a sphere location. Zoom in a little bit for now. Okay. We don't need it to be the surface speed, we do need the velocity. I need actually quite some velocity, probably between 5 and 10, maybe even more. Okay, let's do 8 and 16. And change the spawn. Make sure that it's set to at least 0.4 seconds probably. On one loop. You might want to spawn a few more, but I don't want to overkill it either. Okay, and then size by speed. If you do weird values, you get stuff like this. That's sometimes you can actually use that. It's quite funny. Okay, let's add a drag to it. It is slowed down a little bit, and a constant acceleration so that they also fall down. There. That does mean that I need to increase the sphere velocity, but there. The lifetime is a bit too long. And this lifetime should also be changed. There. Now let's change the color and probably use the other ones. So I don't want it to be the same color. That will be quite, yeah, you know. Let's see, a nice contrasting color. Blue might work. A bit darker, yeah. Phew, hey Calyx. Let's also get a scale going on so it's a bit more bright. I think these should be much bigger, the rings. Let's try 2x4. Not 2x4. Okay, that might be a bit too much. 3. Yeah, I know it's been a while. That's some things to take care of. So. Oh. Yeah, now I need something for the center as well. I'm not sure what I want to do there. Also wondering if I should make it a bit slower though. Not sure. Okay, and let's add a size by life. Let's see, I want them to be a bit longer at the beginning and then shorten a bit. That should work. Let's say 5 and at the end there. Okay, a little bit different. And at the end there. Might need to tweak this a little bit. Okay, not too long. There we go. Space hit fire. I feel that they need to expand much faster. Let's see. I'd help if I just add the surface. Yeah. Okay, now for something in the center. I wonder what I'm gonna do there. I once made a quite a cool cloud texture that might work. Need to dig through my files though. What do you think of my plasma blade effect? Plasma blade effect? Oh, 1 second. Yeah, that looks good. Nice contrast between the blue and the red. Nabi was working on some stuff and with robots and whatever. Ooh, I like the gun. I suggest a full cannon boom model. Okay, I need to dig through an old project to be sure that I can actually find it, because I don't want to make a new texture if I already have something somewhere. I hope I can find it. It's been a while. It should be somewhere here, but oh my god. I need to find it, and obviously loads of shaders compiling. That might be a bit too toonish. I'm gonna keep it in mind. More shaders to compile, damn it. Waiting, loading. The full cannon boom makes it look like a nice muscle. Well, isn't that a bit too big? I think this is the cloud one that I actually want. Find the texture. I think that's actually the one I want. Yeah, let's see if I can simplify a bit because mobile. There's not too much going on in here that's really an issue though. We don't need the normal map effect. Let's see. Don't need the depth fade either, I think. Let's find the texture sample. Open source location, do I still have that? Yeah, great. Photoshop. Because I kind of only need this one in this case. Let's do 512 by 512 for now. We can always scale it down. So the reason for the blue is both that the plasma is an argon hydroxy mix, making it have a bluish yellowish orange tint, and the blue aura around it being a field contained at the blade itself. Okay. An argon hydrogen mix. Try asking that at a bar. Hey Luos, did Sybil Games contact it? Not sure, Vince. I can't remember if they did. Though the name would ring a bell probably if that was the case, so not sure. KT, VFX, Unstable Magic. Cloud 01. Okay, let's see if we can do something with that. Close this project real quick. Come on. For some reason, ever since I got the new GPU, sometimes when I click at the top here, it just doesn't want to respond. Quite annoying. Come on. Close, damn it. There we go. With all the settings. Alpha. Clamp. Anything else? No. GeForce Game Ready drivers available. You can go screw yourself for now. Will you enter the waterfall contest? I won't. I don't have the time. And well, I didn't like not winning previously. The previous one. I'm not gonna give my personal opinion on the effects that won, but nah. Also, the Unreal Engine Game Jam will be in a month or so, and I don't want to stress myself out with something else. I'm gonna change something here. To set up a new material for the cloud. Materials. VFX, Unstable Magic, Cloud 01. Textures, sprites. Now I could try and use it as a mask real quick before I go delve into everything else. So let's do that for a second. Gee, I have to set everything again. Let's just use it like this for a second. See if it looks okay. If not, I'm gonna... Ooh, nah. I can already tell this is gonna be messed up, but I think I have at least some indication on what it's gonna look like. But those are tiny clouds. Let's increase the size to about 200. And 180 or so. I have no idea. Sure, rotation that will already help, but 5 velocity. This could work, though. Camera, let's see if that helps. Between minus 40 and 40. Sure, let's do it every freaking frame. One time only. Okay, back to the normal time because I'm getting lost on the effect. Between 5 and 3. Lifetime should be much smaller, much lower. Add some particle color to it. But Vince, will you be joining the waterfall thing? Though, truth be told, I think a lot of people are gonna watch Simon Scribe's waterfall tutorial for Rhyme and recreate that. That's something I would submit, because that waterfall looks very good. I'm not gonna add some fade out effect yet. I just want to see some color. Oh, okay, that's a bit ferocious, but... on realtimevfx.com, there's some monthly... Well, it's not really a contest, but just an idea to try something in that month. And this month's theme is a waterfall. Expect something well made. Well, now you got my hopes up, so you better make something well made or I'll hunt you in your sleep. Just looking for rifles. It's all too samey in color, but I can change that in a bit. Size by life. That's small, big, and shrink, I guess. So about 0.1 in, it should be normal size, and at the end of the lifetime, it should. I don't like that it's shrinking actually, so I might change that to do something that's more fading out. Do I have my alpha erosion here? Alpha erosion 2. Where's the other one? That is not the one I want, I think. I can try, but I doubt that's the thing. Let's see if that's a thing. We will hunt you. Yeah, Vince. We will. Yeah, I think that's better anyway, but this distortion, I might need something else for it. Let's see. Come on, mouse. It's actually is somewhat okay, but I don't think it matches what I have in mind. Especially the fading out. Let's see if I can change something there. Blur the edges of the erosion, threshold, clamps the erosion, can also take a black and white gradient. Now we can try that real quick. Content browser, I summon you. Noises. Let's see. Will work. That one probably. Let's see. It's for a game I'm working on. It's called Exiles. It's for a studio Gunslinger. I can grab you a link in a few seconds. Exiles of Embermark.com. Yeah, I don't think this cloud texture is gonna cut it like this. Let's see what I can change to that. I don't want it to be fully black though. There. Just do some real quick thing. That might work actually. Let's see if it does. The Leafy game. Yeah, oh my god, we still need to work on that, but no time and kind of lost interest over time. There's still something I want to finish, but time. I actually don't like the sparks either. I'm gonna change that later, but still enough for now because they are quite annoying. Okay. Gotta say though, I'm not really too happy with how the effect turns out. Main reason being I really don't like hand painting cloud. Maybe I'll ask Andrew or so to paint me a nice cloud texture to add to that. Because he can really draw. He can do some cool stuff. So I might go with that. The Leafy game is still challenging. Yeah, we did add some new blueprint stuff to it, and we redid the whole shader and whatever, but I can actually show you in a second. Meanwhile, I can think this on the background of my head or so. Let me pause something real quick. Actually, where is it? I can close this one for now. Okay, something got closed while I was doing something else. So let's see. It forgot to record them all unstable magic timing. Okay, I'll add that later. I'm not sure if I actually have the right engine still for it, but we can see. Close, close. Oh, no, not that one. Close, close all the things. Do you want to download from the marketplace? No, 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 no. Hey, Abby. Long time no see. Now, one of the guys who modeled some of the stuff and did some of the textures is actually working. My God, what's the game name again? Brain. Bleh. Let's see if there's still a recent level going on. The thing is, the main modeler, I'm looking at someone in the chat if he's still here, kinda left, and ever since we kinda got stuck in a run, I think. And then Chris left as well. Well, not really left, but he just doesn't have time. We tried to attract a few others, but since we don't really feel working on it, nobody else feels working on it, of course. You know how it is. If I paid everybody, it would be done by now, but money. Oh, nothing, Hecklot. Totally nothing. Load all the things, please. Ah, the waiting game. Finally. Let's compile all the shaders as well. So this was a test setup we made for the new leafy style. We got a lot of things going on in the background, so it might take a few seconds still, but I do know a few more than I think I know, but it's also partly character and them having time, because this is obviously not something I can pay for at the moment. And since I can't pay for it, not a lot of people are interested. And I also want to keep close tabs on who actually works on it. Oh, come on, load, 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 load. No, real time is off in that one. So I totally redid the water shader. It kind of looks the same, but it's more sophisticated. We have a lot more control over what it does. I can show you in a second. Something's wrong with these things at the moment because the base should not be moving. I guess I messed something up in the shader. What a weird heron. So I hand drew all the textures on the leaves with marker and then scanned them in. Here's the new particle editor named after this game. No, it's actually the other way around, but well. As you can see, there's a lot more depth in the water than there was before. And I added some particle effects for when it hits rocks, though it needs a bit more sophistication. And for some reason, the edges are really emissive at the moment, but it's mostly testing and getting a better visuals, you know. But yeah, let me show you the water. There. I'm gonna tweak it on another screen so you can actually see the full extent of it. But there are actually quite a lot of options, as you can see here. Let me move the water a little bit to the side. There. If I want to change the watercolor of, and then there's the water ripple color. Additional watercolor. How about some blood, you know? Emissive strength, so you can play around with that. Roughness for reflections. Main opacity, you know. Ripple opacity. This looks kind of odd if you do it like that. Banner speeds. There we go. That's moving faster. And additionally, you can actually vertex paint into it now. Windows modes. Vertex paint. I'm not sure which color I'm actually painting it, but you can see. Why are you not working? View. Vertex mode. Where are you? Visualizers. No, LED. Where was it? Oh, detail, yada yada. Where's the vertex thing? I'm gonna have to look in the shader because I have no idea. It's been a while. Which colors did I use? Red and green, apparently. Okay, that makes sense then. Let's only do red. That doesn't seem to change much. Let's grab the green one then. I have no idea. It doesn't want to paint. The hell? Because it's translucent. Or did I mess something up in the shader? Let's change this speed to 0 and that speed to 0 as well. That should show something. For some reason it does not want a vertex paint. I have no idea why. Oh well, you get the idea. Do you have any lit particles in that game we're going to have? I'm not sure. There's still a lot of things to do before we finish it, so. Not sure why the vertex paint stuff is odd though. No. The hell? Oh well. Never mind then. No vertex paint to show. Oh wait, maybe it was here. A lot of things changed since the last version. Vertex colors. There we go. And still no vertex colors. What the hell? It doesn't even want to enable itself. Oh, now finally. But seriously, keep showing it. What the hell? Might be a bug. Yeah, that's a bug. It doesn't want to keep showing it. Nope. The hell? That's really weird though. Looks like done goofed. Yeah, definitely. Oh well, enough of showing this. Back to this effect over here. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna ask Andrew for a proper cloud texture. That might really help. And it needs to feel a bit more unstable as well. Well, there are a lot of vertices there. It's not. Oh well, I closed it already. Actually, the plane was quite a lot of polygons, so it should have already picked that up. Also, as you could see, when I changed it to the vertical and showed it 1 second, then I was actually painting green, and there's nothing green there, so never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Andrew for a proper cloud texture. That might help already. And I kind of want my other erosion tool. Which smoke, maybe? Let's see, content, material functions, alpha erosion 1. And to console browser here, material functions, open in Explorer, paste. There we go. Plug a alpha channel into this, and then for the 0 to 1. Just gonna try something out real quick. Well, interesting is not what I want. I'm at one of those points where I just need food and think about it a little bit before I actually continue, but one more thing before I call it quits and take a break. Material functions? No, I need textures. Which one might work best? Let's grab that one. Pink cloud, smoke. Okay, I'm barely following the pink cloud smoke in the center. Well, I kind of made a brush for that. I'm not sure if I still have it here, but do I still have it? I think I lost it. Oh wait, actually it's here. I kind of make this brush, and it needs to be much smaller, of course. And just place those around, as you can see, and rotate it randomly until I add the cloud texture. Where did my noise normal go? Okay, this is going to be horrendous. Let's see, what node did you just add there at the end? Which node do you mean, Calyx? Because I'm not sure. Because I'm a bit ahead of time and I was missing some things. Yeah, I'm still not sure. Let's grab that one again, I guess. Want to get the flowing effect? Oh, it's just UV distortion. I actually have a tutorial on my YouTube channel about it. Basically, it's multiplying a noise texture with the U and the V's. You know, if you have a texture coordinate node, which is basically just two grayscales, one are aligned horizontally and one aligned vertically. So if you component mask one and you only show, for instance, the U channel or the R channel, and you preview it, then you have this. Then you multiply that or add different, depending on what you want, with a noise texture. And then you get something like this. Now if you also do that for green channel, for instance, multiply that with another channel like this, yeah. And then append those two. And apply that to a random texture. You get a totally weird result. Now if you add panning to that, you see some things are changing and moving. Now if you additionally add a panner between that, get another result again. And if you want to lower that value of the UV, I'm just going to do something random right now. Regular UV, the weird UV, and there. And now you have some control over it. As you can see. So depending on how you use this, you can get quite a few cool effects. And if I multiply that one with, I don't know, just cloud texture for real quick and preview it so that it acts as a mask, then, you know, so just playing around with the effects and see what it gets you. This does look kind of cool. I'm making clouds turn into islands. You know, it's sad that you can't. I'm actually not sure. I'm sure there might be a way to do it, but imagine having a height map for a terrain and it's actually animated. So the whole terrain keeps flowing into this magical world that keeps changing. I would love to see that. Okay, let's see how that looks in here. That kind of looks more as what I expected for some unstable cloud thing, though. Let's see if we can do something with the color to derive from what's already there. Maybe a light blue and purple, though. Where's my document? Well, document, small paper. Magic should preferably be bluish and whitish. Well, the more martial things should be more orangey, red, and yellow. And the cunning ones should be green and reddish. I'm not sure if any of them are awake at the moment. Is Emil alive? No. Well, he's alive, but he's sleeping probably still. Don't see that happening without some sidestepping. Yeah. Though, who knows? If that's like the main feature of your game, like a core feature for, and there's not a lot of other things that needs to be calculated, I think, and animated terrain with actual animated collision could work, though I've never tried something like that. Might actually be really cool to try. I wonder if I should let the clouds stay a little bit longer. That just not. Yeah. Guess I'm doing map gimmicks. Yeah, go ahead, take it. Definitely show me though. I really would love to see it. I think I'm going to change the color of this ring to that blue as well. I kind of like it. Me and Emil can always discuss the colors later. Then we have these particles, which I still feel them being out of place, so maybe we can change that. Let's make the sphere really big, like 120, and then actually have them going inwards, like -40, -10. Okay, -40 might be a bit much, -5. Eh. Yeah, I might actually go for translucent in this case. Small values go a long way. So if I cannot work with normal Unreal map tools. No, it cannot, I think. Though if you could offset whatever you're playing as, a car or a person, do that height always. So you change the vertex space world location, that might work. Then you can fake the height changing. I think they did that with that water game in Unreal Engine 4, but do you watch any shows at the moment? What kind of shows do you mean? Series, anime, movies, whatever? I don't like the color of this thing. I do think the purple one is better, though, because it's translucent, it loses a bit of its opacity. It needs something to put it all together. Anime, of course. I think this season, current season, is the autumn or fall season, is a bit boring. Actually, it is really boring. I haven't seen anything that's really, yeah, over the top or really sparks my interest with particle effects or whatever. The last season though, Rage of Bahamut, Virgin Soul was really, really good. I loved the intro of that one. That intro was so solid, old school vibe. Recreators was good. What else was there? The Abyss. That was really good. For something that looks like a child cartoon, how gory it became at the end. And yeah, no, Hero Academy. I mean, those special effects are just so inspiring. And series, I only watched Fear of the Walking Dead and The Defenders and anything related to that because I'm bored. Yeah, I'm thinking actually. I'm really thinking what to add, what to change. My brain is going a bit numb. Yeah, I really don't like the sparkles. Bye bye. I don't really do dubs, but it has the potential, but I have to wait. I just saw the second episode and I'm like, Speaking of which, let's see. I'm not sure which ones are still working. I can actually check. Where's my control? Boom, 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 boom. Guest passes. Yeah, I still have 3 guest passes for Crunchyroll. So in case anybody wants one, there you go. Come on, thing, load my text. Oh yeah, you cannot paste URLs on freaking YouTube, I guess. Yeah, YouTube is being annoying with that. What will be a way to spam them? I don't know, just go to my Twitch, I guess. Or, ready your print screen buttons, people. And copy print screen those. Done print screening? I guess you do. So, there we go. Cancel. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally out of ideas at the moment. I still need to add something cool to it, but I don't know. I'm gonna make these smaller, I guess. I know, I'm not gonna actually go back and make these smaller. See if that just looks better. Slow down a bit. There are a few of them, Ibby. Hey, Madrid. Regards from Chile. If you give me a few seconds, I can check it out for you. Let's see which one isn't taken. Woohoo! Somebody redeemed one. Okay, finally. Can I actually private message something to this? I can try. I'm not sure if it works, but If that one gets taken away before you get it, maybe tell me. Oh wait. Oh no. Freaking YouTube, why can't you paste links there? Okay, I'm not really too happy with this. Let's see if another texture works real quick. Bit too small, maybe. This will probably be a mess. Yeah. Let's try a snowflake. Or a sun portal, I have no idea what it is. Or a explosion. Oh, quite nopey. I'm gonna use this for now, it's fine. Yeah, I kinda agree with you that YouTube quite sucks. Yeah, I'm totally out of green juice, I guess. I haven't really eaten that much. Yeah, I'm not a really fan at the moment. So I can add some electricity to it, maybe. That doesn't work. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna steal something from you. Find content browser. Well, I don't think I'm gonna reference search that much at the moment because I need to start dinner in 15 minutes. So, distortion, yada yada. Yeah. What do you think of Cuphead as a game? I like the artistic thing of it. I haven't played it, so I can't tell anything about the gameplay. But everything in the environment is so busy that I wouldn't be able to play it myself because I get easily distracted. And everything's happening so fast that and moving so much in the screen that I'm like, not my kind of game. So it's cool to see a game like that, definitely. Let's try something else. Yeah, never mind this. In Cuphead, I watched the guy get wrecked by Mr. Blue Balls for an entire 24 hours. Oh my god. Well, I remember watching that video of that one reviewer guy who basically couldn't even get past the tutorial. In about less than a minute, I was screaming at my television And like, oh my god, if that's a game reviewer, I'm like, dude, it's okay if you have a certain game you cannot get past, but if you can't even read the freaking things that are on the screen, then stop reviewing games. Review something else, a movie or a series or whatever, something that you don't have to manually use your thumbs for. But that might be just me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give up for now. It's almost time for me to start dinner anyway, so. Blah. A Dark Souls tutorial is here. Have this big ugly mug. His name is Mount Cursor. Good luck. Oh my god, the first time I played Dark Souls, I didn't know what to expect, and that monster just came crashing down at the beginning. I'm like, okay, let's beat the. Oh no, it's beating me. And it kept beating me and kept beating me for a long time. I never finished a Dark Souls game. I'm getting too old, my reflexes are too slow, and I just like to take it easy. Yeah, bleep this. I'm done. Hmm. Well, the last time I played Dark Souls, I was able to just manage to stay behind the enemy and kill it. Once you get the boss down, then they aren't too hard. I think the last boss I defeated in Dark Souls was that Spider Queen. Or as they call it, Spider Bea, you know? Yeah, I need a break. I keep saying it, but I'm really gonna do it now. So apologies for not having a finished effect at the end of this. Sometimes I just can't. I need to talk a little bit with Emil and get something going, I guess. And take it from there. So his difficulty will be justified if it was Dark Souls as tutorial, but it wasn't. He was beaten by a cylinder. Yeah, he was beaten by the fact that he wasn't freaking reading whatever is on top of it. Yeah. Close the thing. Save the thing. Close the thing. And close more things. Save things in the cloud. Ah, no. And no. Yeah, a bit too late maybe, but no, if it's a mesh, it's basically 3D. Even the plane is basically 3D if you think about it, but yeah. Yeah, people, I'm gonna go have some dinner, take it easy for a bit, maybe work on something else tonight. I might not be able to stream though, but I'll try to stream a bit more. Then again, I've said it more often, and then you won't hear me for like another month, so I don't know. Anyways, thank you all for watching, thank you all for talking, and I wish you well. Have some nice dinner, nice sleep, and whatever.